Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your host of today, Ambassador George from Germany. Welcome to MBN, Mamlaka Broadcast Network, the voice of the kingdom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It depends on where you are watching. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. This is the day the Lord made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Hallelujah. Please always let us know where you are watching from so that we can also always get in touch with you and to make sure that all our new notification, you will have it at first. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One more time, welcome to Mamlaka Broadcast Network, the voice of the kingdom. Again, I'm your host, Ambassador George from Germany. Hallelujah. So, beloved, without any further delay, we have a great topic today. Welcome, Ambassador Victoria from Spain. We have a very important topic today concerning our children. We know how important having children are. They are very important too, and children are blessing from God. And it's a gift on everyone. Any person, either you are married or you are yet married or not, it's a gift open to everyone. Everyone can have children because it's a blessing from God. And the most important thing is not just to have them, but to be able to raise them the way that the Maker who gave them to you, wish himself. Because one thing I know is that God created us with a purpose. And so anything that he ever created, there's nothing that God created that should be a waste. Nothing at all. Everything that God created has a purpose. And it needs to be well taken care of. And we can talk about all the material things, but the most important thing is a human being, calling our children. Because they are made of flesh and blood, just like the Creator himself. It's very important. So, beloved, I would really like us to take this topic of today very serious because we see what is going around the world today. All the disaster, all the crimes, all those things, destroying forests, destroying life is, what do we think? Who do we think it will affect the most? Our children, because they are the one for the next generation. What are we leaving for our kids of today? If not a good education, to teach them, to train them, to make sure that they are conscious of everything that God created. That at some point they are responsible. They are becoming responsible for everything that God created for their own good and for the good of those around them. So this topic today is very, very important, and for me, it's very also helpful because me as a parent, I will go through this topic based on my own personal experience that I wish we help a lot of you. So to find out, let us read the book of knowledge and wisdom himself. So let us read the book of Proverbs chapter 22, 1 to 6. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Rich and poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep and pay the penalty. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and all in life. Start children off on the way they should go. Now let us read the verse 5 again. In the path of the wicked are snares and pitfalls, but those who would preserve their life stay far from them. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. So the verse number 6 is one of the verses in which we're going to really emphasize that be there for our kids, for our children, sorry, and to really take good care of them. So as we are saying, when I talk about children, the first people I want to really be concerned about are the parents, because the parents are the first teacher for their children. I want to talk about this about based on my own experience. Why is it that anything that you watch your parent doing can affect your life? Before I used to thought that, well, I don't need to copy thing that my parent does, or I can be what I want to be independent from the behavior of my parent. But I find out that it's not like that. I grew up in a family where my parent was just normal parent. Sure, they were not so highly educated. They raised us just like any parent can raise a children, can raise their children. But one thing I realized in my life was that I experienced some things I love, especially being as a boy. You know, most boys they always like to see and do things that their father does. But today, sometimes I realize that girls also somehow they start wanting to do what their parent, what their father does. They kind of like try to get more in touch with their father when it's on doing things that with action and so on, or breeding stuff. I say this because my girls they like to be around me, where maybe if I'm building a wall or I'm planting grass or something, you know, and everything that I do manual, they like to come and observe, and they also like to be part of it. So now coming back to what I was saying, me growing as a boy in the family, as a son of my parent, I was so attached to my dad, and I saw some things that my dad used to do that really impact my life. That today, like maybe you know, I grew in a family where my dad was polygam. I grew in a polygamy family, but before the other wife is come, I was just me, my dad, and my little single, who my little sibling just unfortunately passed away long times ago. So I used to follow my dad go places, but I used to follow my dad. Unfortunately, sometimes I will see my dad maybe visiting some women. I was still child, you know, and I did not know. For me, I was just having fun. I will go with my dad for some places where he will have some girlfriend, you know, and we just go there. For me, it was I was just having fun because the woman will cook, and I will enjoy the food, and I was just happy, you know. And I did not any 1 second notice that not only my dad was doing harm to my own mom, but myself, I was participating on harming my mom, because, but I was unconscious. I was just a child. I did not know what was going on, you know, and I grew up that way. And the other thing also, my dad also, one thing again that I want to add over also is that the people that your parent also are associated with. My dad, example, was a businessman, so he has an employee, he have people working for him, and I assure you that those employees also they have it's kind of because they work with us, they work with my dad, and I was more close to them because my father, as I say, he was not so highly educated, he was a businessman. So I spent most of the time being with him, you know, at the shop, and so anyone that he employed, I was automatically connected to the person. But unfortunately, sometimes my dad, we employ some people that did not have any fear of God. But my father also himself, he know a little bit about God, but he was not a follower. He was not really, he did not know what the kingdom was. He just know that, you know, we have tradition. So those guys will come, and I was so attached to them, and those guys also, they brought me so experience. So try like movie like pornography, and those are the things that I get to know in my very early age. I was still young, I was still young, and those things, because I was associated with people that were working for my dad, and also collect again, adding to what my dad used to do, taking me and bringing me to places where he has his girlfriends that I did not know what they were. So now, to cut long story short, what did all this have to do with my own life as a parent now? It has a lot to do, because I thought that that was just in the past, but in reality I realized that those kind of things, if I did not stand up and go back to the source, whose God is, to release me for a lot of those challenges, it will affect my own proper life. And if something affects my own proper life as a parent, it will automatically affect also my children. So that's why I take it very serious, especially focusing on parents before coming to the children, because the children are just the receiver. They just watch what we do and copy an example. So that's why I'm too emphasizing on parent, on what I experienced, me too as a parent. So it was a great challenge. I thought that it was just very easy thing to just get away. No, it really affect you. Those things, I think that it remain in your memory. I think I can't remember how many years that I have those kind of experience. Imagine that of with my age of today, I still thinking about all those things. It's true. It's true. That's why God really emphasized to really make sure that what we put into our kids, what we do, we have to be very mindful. I'm saying it today as a parent because I know I have my girls around me, and I has not always been a perfect father, but I'm telling you, to be a father is not just it's not just a one day thing. No, it's a journey. It's something that you have to keep it renewed every day. It's a progress. It's a process. I love this word. It's a process. It's not an undone process. It's something that you have to do as long as you are with your spouse, your partner. It's something that you have to keep it, re-educate yourself every day, and make sure that any word, any attitude that come out of you, you have to always be mindful that it will affect people around you, especially your children. And that's why I pray. I always, every day, I pray that should help me to keeping stretching my behavior. Because I remember even in the Bible, God keeping mention. Don't be close to someone who is hot temper, very easily angry. And we know with children, it's not always easy. They are children. They are just the way they are. They do things just naturally. They are not conscious. But we as an elder, we as a parent, we are more conscious. That's why sometimes we become more aggressive. We are aggressive because maybe the situation, the experience that we have in life. Me, for example, my life was not so easy. I have a broken family. I come also to experience divorce and all those kind of stuff. Those kind of things affect your life. It doesn't automatically give you an easy way of being a parent. Welcome, Annette Trioli. Welcome. It doesn't give you really that easiness to be a parent. That's why it's very, very important. It's a journey, it's a process. I have to deal with that every day, try to be the best that I can. I pray that I be the best, the role model that my father or my mother was not for me. And it's not always easy. But it's a beautiful thing at the same time. To be a parent is really a beautiful thing, because why? You are a leader. God created you. When God gives you children, it's for you to lead them. It's for you to make sure that it's another way to advance the kingdom. By advancing the kingdom, it's make sure that you are releasing a relay We are letting something that we take relief, that we take over later on. And those are our children. We remember in the Bible, God always says, to the those ancient parents, write everything down. And when you are with your children, tell them day and night, let them know what is it about. It's very important. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Welcome, Sister Crudially, Annette. Welcome, Sister Annette. So it is very, very important. And that's why we have to make sure that we take time for our children. And I want to give some little thought here about it to add about it. Say, God calls parents to lead their children. He tells them that if they start off a child in the way they should go, when they are old, they will not turn from it. And just how does a parent become a good leader for a child? Partly by focusing on tricky words. This is one of the tricky words that I find out is modeling. Abraham Lincoln, that we know in the US, who set the slave free, he says there's but one way to train up a child in the way it should go, and that is to travel it yourself. A good example is worth 1,000 sermons. What you do has more impact on your child than all the lecture you could ever give. It is true. It is true. How can you be a parent, tell to a child, don't do this, while the child is watching you do the same thing that you say don't do? It's impossible. And I love this what we say. A good example is what it doesn't. What you do has more impact on your child than in the lecture of you could ever give. It's not only by the word. Word need to be accompanied with actions. The children need to see what you do. That's what impact the children more than what your word is. What you do, what the child see you do and repeatedly. That's what the child copy. It's very important. Management. Good management is the ability to discern the uniqueness of a child and teach him or her accordingly. We are to train up a child in the way he should go. This may mean we will have to adapt our style depending on the child temperament and writing. Why did I love that? Because this may mean we will have to adapt our style depending on the child temperament and writing and wiring. I find it also very interesting. Why? Because sometimes once we become parents, we forget that we have been a child before. That the same mistake that these children are doing, we did it before. I can understand that once we become adult, we have a lot of things. We have jobs, we have a lot of things to take care of, everything, all those beautiful attitude or that natural being that God gave us to be as a child. Not every the Bible says to enter the kingdom you have to think as a child. It's powerful. No wonder today we are a parent. We don't even dream anymore. We don't dream anymore. We have no fantasy. We don't dream. We think that dream is for children. Dream is childish. Everything that is natural is not. We just want everything mechanic, everything fixed. Welcome, Queen Veronique, Ambassador Veronique from the state. We think that it's just mechanic. Everything is mechanic. We don't dream. So let me tell you, and if now we become mechanic, what do we think our children is going to be like? We even quench our children their dreams. Sometimes when a child will come and tell you, oh, daddy or mom, I want to be a president of a country. Maybe I want to be a doctor. Maybe I want to do something. The first thing that happened to you is because you haven't got that kind of dream, you haven't have those kind of opportunity, you tend to tell to the kid that it's not possible. Welcome, Ambassador Gabriela from Cameroon. Welcome. And we become, and that is very dangerous, because what affects us immediately affect our children. We have to be mindful that it's not always about us. It's also about who are watching us and our children. So I'm taking this topic very, very carefully because I'm a parent. I want to say something to you that will also help me myself. Because as I say, it's a process. And I need help to anyone. All of us, we need help. We need to learn. And the best place is always back to the source. Not only that, you have to also make sure that if now you are not yet a parent, and I know God is going to bless you with children, make sure that you look also for role model people, couple that that are really good role model, that are really training their children just the way God instructed them to train. Get close to those kind of people. Get friendly with them. Develop a relationship with them so that they can train you, they can teach you, because it's more easy. I'll say, man, we are more affected with what we see than what we hear. What we hear sometimes just goes somewhere else, but what we see is more powerful. That's why even today, people are more affected on what they see on the stream, videos or anything. Is more easy. People get it more easy. And that's what we do. What we see is more powerful. So really, I really encourage those who now that I know that we soon, by the grace of God, be a parent. Be mindful. Don't fall into the same mistake that we did, the same mistake that we get into. I told you my life was not always easy, but I'm doing my best. And I pray that this message will make you move quicker, more forward. You will know what to take care of and how to train your children. But the most powerful thing is always be mindful that their children are watching you, or either you think or you want it or not, they are watching you day and night. I used to say to my child, sometime a girl used to say things to me that I've done, or maybe I've said something to them that kind of like offend them. They told me today, wow, how bad I feel. How bad I feel. I feel it deep in my heart that I will call my daughter and told her, you know what I did, the way I act, it was not intentional. Maybe I was not where I'm supposed to be. It's painful. It's painful, especially when you are connected. I think this affects most people who are really connected to the kingdom, who are connected to the soul. That's why you can have this kind of affection, because some people, they don't care. It doesn't matter. But once you are attached and you are connected to the source, you will not go free. You're going to feel it. Another one is memories. Parents should create memories. Why? Because memories are more important than things. Note that the verse says, when they are old, they will not turn. This implies that the child retains some memories of his early experiences and embrace them later in life. Create memories. Expose your children to great things. Bring them places that are great. Bring them to church. Bring them everywhere that they can be nurtured. You can't do it alone as a parent. You can't do it alone. Always make sure that you are associated with people that you see them as a role model. As I say, you can't do it alone. God is giving you those opportunities, is pouring his wisdom into your life. But the same, he still wants you also to connect with people just like you, a human being like you, so that together you can be a stronghold for your children. It's very important. We should create memories, beautiful memories. Unfortunately, on my own case, I have to make sure that I wipe all those bad memories that I got. But you, now that you are not in that position, use this opportunity to ease your own life, to make your life more easier, to make your home joyful, blessed. To make your home, make an environment for your children where they will flourish with joy, they will flourish with love, they will be taken care of, they will grow mature, they will be great people, they will honor you as a father or as a mother. Use this opportunity. And one of the gifts God deposit in us that we should deposit our children, what we are. When you teach a child to be humble, you will teach a child humbleness. What do you do? How can they be humble? By relying on God. You have to be an example. When you rely on God, the children will rely on God automatically. And what will be the result? God power will flow upon them, just as it flow upon you as a parent. And if you tell a child to be a visionary, let children dream. Let them dream. Let them be children. Let them dream. Just give them some garden. Let them know that if you put your hand on the fire, it's going to hurt. Those kind of things. But don't hinder them. Let them be who they are. Let them grow mature. We should not make our children, as the world is teaching today, to make them be like popcorn. Just pop off, just without any knowledge, no memory, just automatic. They're going to crush down back if you let them be raised that way. And I say something very important. Make sure you train your children as quick as possible, because if you don't, someone else will do it, and the world will do it. That there's no way about the world will do it. They will do it in their own way, and the way that you will not like it, they will. One day, don't be surprised you see your children be adopted by an homosexual or lesbian. Don't be surprised. It starts home. It's what we tell to the child from home. The world will cheat them to learn to be a lesbian, to be homosexual. The world will cheat them all those things. They will take it as a role model. They will think that is right. Anyway, my dad never told me that homosexual is wrong. To be a lesbian is wrong. I never heard at home. So why does it make a difference? Why should it be a bad thing now that I'm learning somewhere else? Beloved, take it serious. Take it serious. There are parents today who their children are in jail that they will never see them. They commit suicide, they kill, and all those kind of things. We always blame the society, but the first teacher are we. I pray God. I know some parents also, they are in the situation, they grow up in a bad relationship, fighting, all this thing. Them too, they haven't got someone that cheated in the past. But I pray that those kind of things do not exist anymore. Children are precious. They are beautiful. They need to be taken care of. Another thing, we have to teach our children to be convictional. They have to be convict. They have to learn to be intentional in everything that they do. They have to know that there's a reason for everything that they do. They have to know that there's a reason that why God created them. We have to let those children grow, nurture them, bless them. Let them dream. Let them have beautiful memory. Bring them to beautiful places. Make them big. Let them dream big. How can you do that? You can't just keep them at home and they dream big. No. Bring them places where they are great things, where there are good things. Bring them there. Let them see good things. Let them see big things that are very bigger than them. Let them imagine. Let them dream. Tell them good stories. Encourage them. Tell them good things that happened for children, what they can be. Tell them they can be everything. They have the possibility to be talented. That's why I don't mess with my children. I always observe my kids. At least as a parent, I know a little bit what one child like the most. What I think that child can follow in life to come. If I see a child be a good athlete, I already noticed that this child can be a good athlete. You can do that as a parent. You have those opportunities to observe your kids. It's important. Hallelujah. 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 So, my advice to do today, I think this term for me was very, very important. That's why I was so focused on it, because I know what is it about. And I know that I don't wish to see my children tomorrow being what I never thought that they should be. I don't hope them to be something that I never intend them to be. Oh God, the creator, the one who created them, I intend them to be. So it's very important. We should love our children. We should do our best. It's not always easy, but it's worth giving your time, giving your energy, giving your all. Because those are truths. On your old age, we're going to get old one day. Are you only sitting down like this, maybe cooking a food to go and give to your children, to your child in the jail? Or fighting how to set your children free from being lesbian or homosexual? No, you don't want that. You are old. You just want to be there now and be someone who counsel people, give good advices, help young people to have a better life, to know how to go along with their children. So I hope This has been a very great blessing for you today, especially you who don't have now, especially for my sister and brother who are not yet in that kind of stage. I hope this will be a great blessing for you. This will help you to, it will be kind of like a shortcut for you. Take it serious. Hallelujah. Thank you very much. So now we're going to have a little break. Hallelujah.
Hi, I am Trista Sue, founder of Agents for Change, where we offer intentional, authentic leadership development to transform culture and influence change. This is done through symposiums, podcasts, social media, as well as a number of leadership development e-courses on my new app launching October 4th. Through our new Agents for Change app, you will also find an international community of world changers that you can connect to and grow together and learn from on our very own social media platform called the Ambassadors Forum. I've also developed the School of Influence e-course as a self-paced or virtual leadership program that equips you to discover your identity, pinpoint your purpose, and document your life vision to become all you were born to be. Now, the greatest need in the 21st century is for authentic, visionary leaders. For leadership is the cause and the solution to all human problems. Countries, communities, corporations, and families are overmanaged and underled. The world is full of plenty of managers, but very few authentic leaders. Therefore, I'm also launching my new Authentic Leadership course on October 4th to specifically address this pandemic of illegitimate leadership. So please connect with us if you have a desire to manifest your full potential as an authentic leader and influence change in your generation.
Yes, we are back. Thank you very much. This is all what I have for you today. I hope it has been a blessing for you. So I will really want you to follow us, and subscribe to our channel. You can follow us in Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can name it. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. We are the voice of the kingdom. We are not limited. We are everywhere. You can find us. Ding the bell of notification. Give us a thumbnail. So bless you. Have a great week and take care of your children. They are the future of tomorrow, and they are those who's going to honor you when you are old. Bye bye.